Hey, what's up, folks? I want to start off by saying thank you. I really appreciate your support, and that is nothing like eating what you grow. Enjoy. Man, I need some spice. Alright, veggies chopped, now it's time to heat my pan. So I got my pan heated. Now it's time for me to prepare my chicken. I'm gonna do a quick rinse. You know, I like using chicken thighs. Full of flavor. So I had grabbed some oil to sear my chicken. And searing your chicken just gives it that roasted chicken flavor that you just can't miss out when it comes to a dish like this. And it most definitely beats just throwing some raw chicken in some broth and allowing it to cook that way. It just adds a extra dimension to your flavor for your chicken. I mean, it's amazing. Chopping your chicken reduces the cook time tremendously. And if your situations are like mine, like my AC is not cooling off as quick as I want it to be, nobody got time to be frying and boiling stuff, you know, in the kitchen. So you want to make this as quick as possible. And this is the quickest way to get out. When adding salt to your dish, you want to consider the amount that you're going to make. With that being said, after this, I will not add any more salt whatsoever to the dish because the rest of my ingredients contain salt, like my broth and certain seasonings that I use. So you want to be sure not to overdo it. Now I'm gonna grab my fresh thyme and my cloves of garlic, and I'm gonna put it inside the chicken, you know, and allow this stuff to cook. Now I am not afraid of the garlic burning because of the water content. Once this stuff cooked down, it's going to marry together, and it's going to be a great chicken. Come on, y'all. Do y'all know? Do y'all actually see what's going on in this pot? Everybody's breaking down, but I guarantee you it's going to be a happy ending. For sure, for sure. Yo, just check out the caramelization at the bottom of that pot. Man, you want all of that. I mean, don't let none of that go to waste. It ain't time to go wash out no pot. You know, that's where that flavor lies. That's where that baked goodness comes from. You gotta love it. Okay, now that it's been chilling in the jacuzzi for about 7 minutes, now I'm gonna grab my butter and then I'm gonna put a cup and a half of heavy cream in this mixture. Alright, I'm gonna let this reduce a third of the way for 2 reasons. I'm still breaking down that chicken. I want it as tender as possible, and the less liquid you have in the pot, the quicker the cook is gonna be. You know, always remember, steam can burn you worse than boiling water. Now here comes all the liquid. 2 of these and all 4 containers of my chicken broth. And that'll be it concerning liquid. Okay, now that I got this together, now it's time for me to skin and chop my potatoes. Now it's very important to chop these uniformly, all the same size to the best of your ability so that they can cook evenly. And I like to chop them very small because it's very palatable to me, and it doesn't take that long to cook. Alright, by the time you're done skinning and chopping your potatoes, your water should be boiling, and now it's time to make the dough. Alright, so I got 4 cups of unbleached flour, and I'm about to add about 4 to 5 teaspoons of baking powder. You can go a tad bit over and it won't pose an issue, but you don't want to add too much because they're going to start falling apart in the pot. And you just don't want to add too little of it because you're going to have some tough dumplings. And that's one of the big turn-offs when it comes to chicken and dumpling. People having tough dumplings. Folks don't like that. So if you're insecure about how much you're putting in, just use a measuring utensil. So I have 2 sticks of butter that I'm about to cut into this flour for a good minute and a half. And after you get done cutting it into the flour, you should have something like this. Now if it don't look like this, just cut a little bit longer, you'll get there. Okay, now we add about 4 tablespoons of milk, and then we mix. Alright, now be sure to not overmix this. All we want is for it to be pliable and able to come together as a ball with no crumbs left over. As far as you want to go when it comes to mixing this mixture. You don't want to go overboard because the butter gonna start melting and then you're gonna have a big old mess, and then you might turn out with some tough dumplings. Alright, as you can see, I lightly floured my surface, and now I'm just about to start rolling them out. Alright, I like to roll my dough out this thin. I don't like no thick dumplings because it just don't sit right with me. So I get them out this thin. I let my baking powder and my butter do its job. They're gonna puff up really nice in this broth. You wanna make sure you slice all your dumplings and coat them with a little bit of flour so that they can stay separated, and then put them in the broth around the same time. You know, you don't want big gaps because you're gonna have big inconsistencies, and that's another turn off when it comes to chicken and dumplings. Some that's overcooked, some that's undercooked, and you know how that goes. Now as the mixture boils, you do not want to stir this. If anything, you just want to press lightly over the top and coat the dumplings that have rolls into the top with broth. And then after about 7 minutes, you want to put a lid over it and let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then you'll have something a little like this. Hey, thanks for checking me out, folks. I look forward to sharing more with y'all in the future. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.